Scourging, I got a bite.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Good bite too.
Makes me wonder about coming over here. Still biting though.
Sturdy. Once Mike is when it got started.
I got it. Well, crappie, that's what I predicted, I think. The master of Birch Run is back. I refuse to be shut out. No skunk. Yeah, he's almost keeper size.
I've got a few 9 inches shut down. Generally speaking, they're down.
Gotta throw him past the ice. You see there's ice right on the water there. On the board on my first night back. Welcome back to Cray Outdoors. Today we are back in the city of Olean, and we're gonna throw around, try for some walleye. The fact that nobody is fishing here is not a good sign. It's a good thing if nobody is fishing at a low-key walleye spot, but this is the middle of the city of Olean. It's a bad thing if nobody is fishing at a high-key walleye spot. If nobody's at the high-key walleye spot, that means that there's probably not walleye here. I also brought some bait lines with me. This spot just gets absolutely stacked up with carp, so nothing else. Hopefully we can land a carp or a sucker or something. Poop sharks, as the locals around here call them. Carp are always fun, and usually they provide an alternative down here if nothing's happening walleye-wise. And to be completely honest, even if I don't catch one on one of my bait lines, I think there's probably a decent percentage chance that we'll end up snagging a carp. They really stack up in this spot in the winter. In carp, I'm ripping a jerk bait. I haven't even started throwing jigs yet, and we already snagged into a carp. You can see there's a scale on the hook. Just about to turn on the camera when he popped off, but that's okay. Well, I think we finally hit a carp. Unless we got the magna of all walleye. This is a heavy carp, and I don't think he's in the mouth. It ain't no walleye. I can just tell by the way it feels while I do this shaking thing. I can also tell that it's not hooked in the mouth, just by the way it's coming in. Is that a catfish? I might have a catfish. No, it's a carp. It's a carp. Where are you hooked? Tummy? It's awkward. Sorry, buddy. He's not liking the look of where he's at. Alright. Well, good news is where I hooked him, he couldn't really fight too hard. I'll get you off of there in a jiffy. Oh, I got him on that fin. That's an awkward place. Sorry, buddy. You're good now. Be free. Wrong way. There you go. There you go. Well, after not snagging carp for a long time, now we've got our second carp in a row snagged. This is the very next cast. The school must have came and moved on in. He almost, I feel it slipping. I feel the lure slipping. That's a good thing. Might just pop off on his own here. I'm scared of it popping off in my face. Definitely feels like a carp and not a walleye. Sometimes, you never know though. What have we got this time? Is this a catfish this time? I think we might have a catfish this time. No, it's another carp. Where are you hooked? In the tail? Oh my goodness. That's the problem with this lure, is it snags stuff. Carp. carnage out here in Olean. There's so many of these carp in this dang river. It's interesting, there's that controversy about like people keeping all the carp in the Seneca River. Whoever it is that, you know, people are upset about taking carp out of the Seneca River and taking them to your pond in Pennsylvania or whatever, you're welcome to come to the Allegheny River and keep all the carp you want. No locals are going to complain. Leave my walleye alone. But if you're going to come to the Allegheny River and you want to catch carp, shoot, if you want carp, I'll give you all the carp you want. This place is overrun with them. We've got our third snagged carp going on right now. I think that's what this is. Unless it's a walleye. Is that a walleye? Is that our walleye? No, it's a carp. It's a quillback. Quillback! That one's a true quillback. Or is that a rudd? I don't know. I'll take a picture of that, actually. My dad will know what it is. I think that's a quillback. Alright, well, that is an interesting catch, an interesting snag. The wrong way. Well, it was a walleye for a second there. Got excited. I could tell it wasn't fighting like a walleye, and it certainly didn't at any point seem to be hooked in the mouth, so. Well, that got my excitement level for a walleye up. That is our third snagged fish, so I might switch lures here. I might give this lure a couple more casts. Technically, you're not a carp, so if I snag one more carp, we're definitely going to call it quits with this lure. Hope you're alright there, buddy. Yeah, I think it's just cold. Well, if not, you're definitely in the size class that a muskie would eat. Methinks me got number 3. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Number 3 feels like it's got a little bit more weight. Well, I guess this is number 4. This one's definitely got a little bit more weight. Scared about it popping off and having this these treble hooks come flying back at my face at 65 miles an hour. This is really shallow water right here. I hooked this one way out that way. Well, it's not any bigger. It's just hooked in a spot where he's got more leverage. This one is definitely another carp. You McCarpster. Well, we'll try a gulp minnow after this for a little bit now that I got enough fish for a video here. I'm not even going to bother with the net. I'll just get them to there. And then we'll get them off the line. We'll get you off the line promptly here, fella. Big fella. There we go. You're free. Alright, well, that's it for that lure. There's just so many dang carp in here. I pulled the bait lines in to give myself some more casting room. I'm going to put the bait lines back out, so we might still catch another carp. And, I mean, we might snag a carp on the gulp minnow, too. But, we're done with the crankbait. I don't know if you can see on the camera, it is officially snowing out. And I'm getting cold, so we're going to call it quits. Man, I tried everything for walleye. No luck tonight. We snagged some fish, so I guess we snagged enough fish to make a video. Nothing on the bait lines. You know, I thought for sure I'd maybe be catching some of these carp with how many are in here. But I guess they just weren't hungry. It is cold water. Things have been very cold lately. Part of my reasoning today was being that it warmed up a little bit. I thought maybe the fish would be biting, but it didn't warm up much. It just barely got above freezing here, and now that it's snowing again, I'm guessing that it's back down to below freezing. So we're gonna call it quits, head home. Thanks for watching.